Hello. Happy Wednesday. How's it going? What's everybody up to? What are we doing? Well, I mean, I know what we're doing. We're doing Genshin. We are doing our best, hopefully, to get all through this next quest, so. Do you have news to share once we get started? Because I did do some fucking work since last night. I did a lot of work because I was like, okay, I don't want her at 70 because I don't know what the fuck we're facing. I don't need her to die immediately. She loaned in specifically. So she's not 70 anymore. She's 80. But I had to go through some hoops to get there. Let me throw in the going live really quick, and then we will. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, shit, I get a headache. Sometimes it doesn't dawn on me until the stream's already started, so my bad. I hope the music's not doubled because it's loud on my. Okay, bring it down a bit. It's like a lot of my headphones. It's probably loud everywhere else too. Thing, a koozie that I use for drinks sometimes. I don't. Ah, there it is. Okay. Sorry. Everything's a mess. Because I'm not quite done with my regular drinks, but we are like locking in to this. We are going once we get going, so yeah, I had some errands to run. It was at 8 finally, so a little behind here, but it's fine. Oh, well, getting really dramatic in here. Okay. All right. Pop out. Things are going swell. For having a like lax kind of plans for cosplay, all of us are still crunching. It's fine. Oh no! I hope that like your voice doesn't completely get lost and that you can get some rest. Affectionately and without any malice, make sure you shut up and don't talk much then. Like, don't like not in a mean way, shut up, but more of like, don't stress out your vocal cords. Drink hot fluids, you know, all the usual stuff, and rest. Surprisingly, rest is a lot of work when it comes to your like health and voice and stuff, so I hope you get better in general though. I'll plug my phone in really quick. before I forget and it dies on me or something. As a later note so I don't forget before I go to bed. Alright. Alright, we are gonna lock in. See, like, I'm ready to go. Like, we got extra drink and everything right here. We'll still probably need to take a break halfway through at some point. But we are just gonna go with the story. We're not gonna... Oh, this poor person that's trying to jump in. Nope, sorry, Daisy. You're not gonna be in the world while we're doing this. I have no idea where things are headed, but I'm sure they're gonna be pretty stressful. So, let's just jump into the scary story. This is not the party we need, though. There's our party. Alright. Now time to hoof it. No, of course not. Actually, are we close? No, we're not close. Okay. I just know this is going to be a long one, so I don't want to, like, dilly-dally too much, you know? Oh, before we do, though, I do want to bring up what I did. So, for Shilolanin, I did level her up. Got her to level 80. She's full weapon. Artifacts are the same level that they were last night. I didn't have any better luck. However, this 7 here, this 374 was hard fought. Because, fun fact, if you didn't know this, the Imaginarian Theater has booklets as rewards. So, I did some leveling and, got a full veteran team, up through level 7, Act 7 here, took the rewards and ended the performance. Or ended the performance and then took the rewards because I wanted her to not be, you know, 1, 3, 2 or whatever it was. And so now she's not. Now she is passable. Far less squishy and danger as before, which is great. We love to see it. A unintended consequence of that was actually I finally got Zhongling up to 80 because she was ascended. She was ascended but was not leveled, as well as some artifacts here or there for some people. And then I ascended Noelle to 81 so she could be on her last ascension. I do not have enough books to get her to 90 at the moment. However, I was looking through my list of characters. I'm like, I need one more healer. I need one more healer. How can I get another healer? Noelle's a healer and a shielder. And while obviously she needs some more work, and long term she needs like White Blind instead of Prototype Archaic. I 100% stole Risley's. I 100% stole Risley's set because I'm like, she needs something, and everyone defense is currently using theirs. So, that's where she's sitting at the moment. She also needs her talents raised, but you know, she's C6, so her 444 is actually doing a lot of work for her, or 455, I should say. So yeah, that's kind of the adventure that I went on today, was doing like a big chunk of the theater and then backing out and getting the rewards just to get her leveled up. Her talents leveled up just a little bit more. That said, I do have some work I need to do to actually finish the Imaginary Theater, actually. While what I did worked, I do need some actual better investment in the Geo characters that are at 80. I don't think I have the time and energy to get them up to 90 per se. Well, actually, I forgot that I was slowly but surely grabbing her stuff here. So Yunjin I might be able to, but the big piece is that I'm going to need Mora, because I did start at like 4 million before I did this blitz. And we're down to like 500,000. So, to get her leveled up, or anyone else leveled up in general, we're gonna need lots of books. So I'm gonna need books, Mora, excuse me, as well as the Rift Hound, Golden Rift Hound. And then Ningguang we get for free, so I'm not going to worry about investing in her, honestly. But books and Mora are going to be our biggest priority, honestly. That said, the last thing is artifacts. Honestly, that is like the biggest thing that is currently like dragging things down. In the Imaginary Theater would be the artifacts, because like if I was to click into Arlecchino's, checking earlier, I'm pretty sure she's at like teens at highest. Yeah, she's not, she's like halfway leveled basically for her artifacts. Talents obviously could be improved for a lot of characters. Like Klee needs it pretty badly. But oh, why is she on an 81? I don't know. Klee needs help in general, honestly. Like, I think out of the characters that are currently needing help, it's probably Klee and Yunjin are the ones that I would. Well, Klee, Yunjin, and Zhongling. It's probably about time that Zhongling actually got her flowers and ascended to 90, if not just like actually gave her good artifacts. Like, I have the right artifacts set on her in general. It's just a matter of like leveling them. And her talents are probably low. Yeah, her talents are also low. So talents for Zhongling and Yunjin, but honestly, the biggest thing I need, Mora. It's gonna be the Mora. That's what's gonna kill me, is the Mora. But that's not a tonight thing. Yeah, Noelle's actually pretty great. While obviously she needs the help, she needs as much defense as possible, and this is not nearly enough. It takes a bit to get used to her again, is what I'm running into, honestly. Like, my highest defense is Yunjin? No. No, she's not. Oh, she's starred. So, okay. It's like, Albedo is like my highest defense character, honestly. No one compares. Well, Shonen, Shilonen is actually also up there pretty high. And when she ascends the last time and we actually get like a defense percent pieces on her, that'll actually go way high now that I think about it. But yeah, I don't know why Yoimiya has defense on her. What artifact is bringing you down, girly? Oh, it's her feather, which somehow has like high percentages in general with a crit damage of 13.2% on it. Weird. Is it also this one? No, actually. So it's mostly just this. Interesting. Not the end of the world, though, and not, like, our focus, so it's all good. Alright. Here we go. Now that everyone is up to speed of how today went for me.
In that case, allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause.
Wild times, man. Wild times.
We now face a common enemy. It's time to put our differences behind us and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now. I'd rather give him a chance to prove himself.
A magnanimous decision.
We're back! Whoa. Seeing the two of you chatting like this, it almost feels like she's dreaming.
You know what? I feel better about our chances.
This may be an unexpected outcome, but a favorable one nonetheless. Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own. Tell me, how did you discover the source mechanism?
We weren't getting any closer to obtaining the Gnosis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Auroron helped as well. We tracked down 3 scholars, Abarawa, Bosomtwe, and Kushtal, and combined the results of their research to locate this ancient device.
I've never heard those names before. Seems like my own investigation failed to locate some critical personnel. I'm just not sure how I missed them.
Strange. Perhaps they simply live in seclusion. In any case, their results speak for themselves.
That's true. Now we have another option at our disposal. Compared to using the Gnosis, our current plan will buy us some time. And if all else fails, we still have this plan as a last resort. Even though executing it will come at a heavy cost.
But that means making everyone forget their past. We should definitely try to avoid it if we can. Oh, actually, speaking of the Gnosis, how did you know what it could do?
Good question.
That story begins with the Cataclysm 500 years ago.
Oh, well, you know,
I
fair.
failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. When the situation became unsalvageable, I fled to Natlan with the remainder of my platoon, only to find that Natlan had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some time, and, in the process, met the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, Aizu. I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy, but Aizu was kind to me all the same, and even helped me in my time of need. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost, I was already committed to this fight. Together, Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships. However, he was unable to escape his fate, and, in his final moments, told me the secret of the Gnosis.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions even before the tragedy. But I turned him down each time. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago. Why don't I recognize you? It must be the mask.
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
Oh.
Wait, do you know someone named Dainsleif? That problem doesn't seem quite so extreme for him.
Ah. I didn't think to ask him about that. Thanks,
You've
Paimon.
met him already?
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Sounds like you know him too.
During the age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I saw him in person, he was traveling with the prince. He carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own.
Whew. Oh, wild times, man. Wild times. Oh, everything's coming together, man. That would be a face worth in death rotting while still being alive? Yes, it would be. I mean, it might be a matter of that Dane is, like, masking it or something, you know? Whew. Oh boy. Back then you said you didn't want to fight me. Was it really because of my sibling?
Yes. You're the sister of the prince. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you.
Okay.
Although, this is likely a self-imposed burden. If the prince saw me now, I doubt he would even recognize me. As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body. My appearance is much changed, and that's not the only thing. Even my physical strength is a shadow of what it once was.
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against the pinnacle of human strength.
And I still lost. I deserve no praise for that outcome. Still, it's a shame we never faced off 500 years ago. You could have seen what I was truly capable of.
I agree. Had we fought then, I'd also have been more motivated to go all out.
So, all that commotion back at the stadium, and you're saying neither of you are using your full strength?
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again, victory will come down to who wants it more.
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt. But capitalizing on that situation would have only led to a hollow victory. It would have been no different than taking hostages. My goal was the Gnosis, and I failed to obtain it. That means I lost. Plain and simple.
Oh man, we are... Sorry, I'm so not used to getting any answers like this. There's finally someone who's willing to give us answers in a position where we can get answers. Oh my god. Yay. Morning Teapot, welcome in. Welcome to Answers, apparently. Sticking the Gnosis, what are you going to tell the Tsaritsa?
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that freedom can take precedence over her orders.
Oh.
That's why our methods can be so radically different, despite sharing the same goal and the same sovereign. I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis still remained in my possession, I could bring it back to Snezhnaya.
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus on the Abyss for now.
Right! What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
We'll probably unleash some kind of power. The heavens were mentioned earlier. Anything to do with that?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once. It's a power that Xbalanque gained from Renova. Renova is a god whose existence predates any Archon. You can think of her like an emissary of the heavenly principles. She controls the power of death.
Sorry, having played Honkai, the description seems very similar to, like, oh gosh, I can't think of the term at the moment, but essentially what Acheron holds. Also, not us fighting the emissary of death, like, in 2 different games at the same fucking time.
Wait, is that why you have the Ode of Resurrection?
Yes. Renova also orchestrated Natlan's rules. As for the Divine Throne, like I said before, when a human ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame